Okay, so here's the thing about right hand technique when it comes to flat picking. Flat picking is not my area of expertise. My area of expertise partly is being very observant. And I can observe that other people have a better flat picking technique than I do. This is something that my husband tried to help me change when we first started playing together. And oh, it was so awkward because, you know, I can play with the flat pick, I can play stuff. So it's very difficult when you have something that's working to change it to something that you think is going to work better. And you all have asked questions about flat picking, and I'm going to answer them the best I can. And I've recorded a couple of masterclass videos with my husband that you can use to help develop your right hand technique. But y'all got me thinking. I want to say something important about pain. When we have pain, it's usually, related to playing our instrument. It's usually connected to a certain activity. For me, I have sometimes what I call tendonitis. It's self-diagnosed, but it's a pain right in here that I never had before until I started playing the harp. And then when I learned a better harp technique, the pain went away. There's certain dietary things that help reduce inflammation, and that helped a lot too. But one thing I've learned through that experience plus the other injury that I had is that it's never just one thing. It might seem like it was playing the harp the wrong way, but and still, if I forget my harp technique, this pain will come back. But another thing that aggravates it is using my cell phone. And when I used to do computer work a lot, I realized that was part of it too. So it's never just one thing. It's a cumulative effect. So y'all got me wondering about my right hand technique, and so I decided to kind of share with you the process of changing my right hand technique. It's not gonna happen real soon because I'm practicing a lot of harp stuff I have to record for my therapeutic harp music training program. But the thing I noticed that my husband points out is when I flat pick, it's more somewhat like this kind of action, and when he picks, it's this way. And if you observe who else is, Carol Kay is a wonderful person to Google or to search on YouTube. If you don't know who she is, you would enjoy finding out who she is. You've heard her music for sure. I promise. She's been in thousands of recordings as a bass player. But I saw her playing, and she plays a lot like this. And Johnny Smith, his action is more, he does use more of his forearm. Eric Clapton, let's see if I can imitate Eric Clapton. A little bit different than my husband plays with kind of more of a fist, and Eric Clapton was maybe a little bit, but it was still in his wrist. So it's interesting to watch people and see what works for different people. Oh, and Melissa Etheridge, actually a little bit like me, but not as much. She's a little bit more like that. So what else can I tell you? There is going to be I'm going to post a couple lessons with Hamp so you can see how he holds his pick of choice, and sort of a Hamp's eye view of how the hand looks, and this kind of view too when he's playing. My pick of choice, I don't know if you can fiddle foot. It's a Jim Dunlop. In one of the comments, I have the name of this pick. I think it's nylon, and I like the 0.6. So the thing about this pick is there's a little bit of texture, but not a lot. Some picks have a lot of texture, and those seems like you can't move them when you need to move them, to slip them around one way or the other. But this one just has just a little bit of texture, and that helps it stay in my hand. So let's see. If I forgot something, I'll just make another supplement. And so I'm going to work on changing my technique, and we'll see what happens, and I'm going to share that process with you. I think in the other lesson I explained how you just want to, when you're doing something new, that's why I abandoned the effort. It just felt so awkward, and I really didn't feel the need to change because I don't really plan to develop that technique a whole lot or flat pick a whole lot more. I have plenty of other things to keep me busy. But when I thought about how much I strum, I do strum quite a bit. You know, just simple things like that. And so if that is part of the tension that I get here, then it's worth it to me to spend some time changing my technique. And so I can just, when I go to play, or even when I don't have my guitar, you know, I can practice this and get a little bit more used to that kind of motion. And if you want to, I think it's great when we can share these experiences. And some people who teach online, we can have a class, and we can meet with each other, and you can share your videos on Facebook or some other way, and we can share our progress, and that can be really helpful. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, or any of the other classes that I develop, I will let you know about those through my email list. And you can sign up for my email list at www.everyonecanjam.com. Thanks for your comments and questions, and I'll see you soon. Bye.